Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today is my birthday. Well, actually, I'm recording this beforehand, but this episode is going to go live on July 10th, and that's my birthday. And knowing that my birthday's coming up, it always makes me a little reflective. I like to look back a little bit. And, this past year, it just wasn't one that I expected. And it included some hard moments. And it reminded me of some things that I want to remember, things that I want to embrace. One of the things is that hard things in life can become easier or less difficult when they're shared with others. My mom became ill earlier this year and needed surgery. And then after a few weeks after surgery, she passed away. And it was really sad. It was hard to see her go through this. But I wasn't carrying it alone. I had friends and family who were very helpful and supportive through all of it, and then through the the funeral and that sort of thing. And it didn't make the grief go away, but it definitely made dealing with it a little bit easier and a little bit more manageable, knowing that I wasn't alone in all of that. Something else that I learned, which is taking a pause, isn't laziness. It's actually healing. After the funeral, I tried to jump back into work because that's what I always do. But I realized I just really couldn't focus. I was just kind of struggling with getting myself organized and really being able to feel productive, I guess. I gave myself permission after a couple of days of really struggling. I gave myself permission to take a step back, and I handled the things that I needed to handle for clients and things that absolutely have to be done. But I gave myself permission to let everything else kind of go. In fact, I skipped a couple of weeks of doing this podcast just because I just wasn't feeling it. But you know what? After a couple of weeks, things felt more like myself, and I felt like my energy and my focus returned. Sometimes resting isn't falling behind at all. It's how we kind of get ourselves in a better place so that we can move forward. Another thing I've learned, I've talked about this before, is learning that I can ask for help. And maybe even even better is that I can receive help with gratitude and thankfulness. A lot of people genuinely want to help. And so sometimes what the right thing for us to do is just to let them. And the last thing I want to share with you is that I don't want to have regrets. I saw, and I've read this before, and I saw somebody else was talking about this on a YouTube video, that they've done studies of people who are on their deathbed, and they've talked to them about their life. And overwhelmingly, people who had regrets, if they had any, did not regret things that they did. They didn't regret things that they tried that didn't work out. They didn't regret all of that kind of thing. What they regretted is the things that they never did, right? The things they didn't try, like the trip they didn't take, or, you know, trying something that they really wanted to try and they kept postponing it and putting it off and that sort of thing. So I'm just reminding myself of that today, right? Like there's things that we want to do in life and it's up to us to make the plans and to do them. I think life is shorter than we realize sometimes, and I'm going to take that to heart. So if there's something that you've been wanting to try, I hope you'll try it. That's what I'm going to do. And thank you all for being a part of this past year and for sharing this journey with me. This podcast, recording this podcast, getting feedback from all of you about the different episodes that you've enjoyed. It's just been a really cool, rewarding thing for me. And it's also helped me maintain my hope. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.